Hi, I'm Tom Garner. We're on Bulldog Hill, specifically on my gazebo. This is December 3rd, 2025. This is where we do most of our My Thoughts segments, and that's what we're doing here again today. Um, Usually, uh, the My Thoughts segments uh, come from just some random thing that I've been doing that I've realized that most people probably don't do, or some inspiration that hits me in the preceding week, and I try to hang on to a thought or a group of thoughts to share with the pitbull fraternity, and that is the case again this week. Uh, During the week, I've, as most of you know, I have usually numerous litters here at any given time. We do operate on a large scale. The world's a big place, and everybody needs top quality, world class pit bulls. So you don't do that uh, raising 3 litters a year. So at any rate, we have multiple litters in multiple states of development. And one thing that happens as these litters evolve, um, we keep them intact as long as we can because they enjoy each other. And some of the stimulation for their development comes from interactions with each other. One of the processes that goes on is they create a pecking order within within their litter, and that means we got somebody being alpha, probably got several vying for the alpha position, but usually one or two will rise to the top, and they will undergo a change in personality. They become more assertive, a little more aggressive, and but consequently, uh, the non-alpha, the betas, and so forth, lose some of that proactive personality. They're not as aggressive, which can go as far as being um, a little passive. They back off from trouble. Sometimes you have litters in which everybody wants to be the alpha, and it's just a big old mess. But we, as breeders and caretakers for these pups, have a role. We can exert influence and strategies that will promote the idea of everybody having some time in the alpha role. Um, Queen for the day, as you might, to use an archaic term from an old TV show from many years ago. Anyway, um, it gets pretty serious with world class bulldogs, even as pups, whenever they are trying to sort out who's alpha. And at some point, something has to be done. Otherwise, you end up with some pretty badly roughed up pups. What we do, partly just for safety reasons and partly uh, for personality development, we will, after a certain pup or two have truly established themselves as apex, as dominant, as alpha, we will move them. Uh, and it's very interesting to see how personalities change whenever the alpha slot opens up. We have dogs that were formerly beta or less. Um, we have them stepping into the alpha role, and it gets more and more solidified every day. So, uh, and we have enough litters here that we can mix litters. We can take pups that are last in their pecking order. Um, I guess theoretically we could use every letter in the Greek alphabet, from alpha, beta, and so forth, right on down. Um, and we can take the lowest ranking in the pecking order pups and put them together in their own group. And sure enough, within a few days, we have significant personality changes. We have formerly pups that were shying away from confrontation with the alphas now being the alphas. So using uh, just common sense strategies, we can give everybody in the litter an opportunity to spend some time in the alpha position. And ultimately, that leaves a mark in their personality, and it can be a difference maker. They Once they know that they have alpha in them, it's always there. Uh, it won't always prevail, but it's always there, and it will always weigh in with respect to whatever challenge they may be facing in their lives. Um, if you have a dog that's hog hunting and he maybe went through some rough times in early interactions with other pups, but then he had a month or two in the alpha position, he's going to know what he's capable of. He's going to have he's going to have an affection for that sense of empowerment that goes along with being alpha, and I think it makes him a better dog. The only time that I would deny a pup the alpha experience would be there could be some rationale, and I've not fully explored this, but it occurs to me that it's out there. There could be some rationale for um, if you're going to have a pup in a family situation, um, maybe he doesn't need to be the alpha pup. Uh, then, on the other hand, once they develop relationships with a family, uh, you've always got something to blackmail them with. And that is, if you have a really strong relationship with a pup, um, he's going to really value your love. And if you show him disapproval, um, in many, if not most cases, that will trump a sense of alphaness. So, um, in a family situation, you might be better off, in some cases, arguably, to have a beta pup, a pup with a beta sense of self, so that they understand that in the family situation, they're not ever going to be alpha. All right, so just trying to open your minds, awaken your thought process to the various things that can be done to shape the personality of a pit bull pup as he's growing up. And we utilize it broadly in air populations. Again, it's easier for us to do this because um, we have so many pups, so many configurations that we can choose from. We can have 5 pups in a pen that are 3 months old, and they could all have formerly been low ranking in the pack pups. And not everybody who's doing the occasional breeding has the potential to do those kinds of arrangements. But at the very least, you can remove the alphas from the pen, house them separately, and give everybody else a chance to reorganize and strive for the alpha position. Okay, thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure being able to share these thoughts with you. I appreciate you visiting with us. Have a wonderful day.